guys, I'm Anthony and welcome to After Van Life. So guys, today I wanted to sit down and have a candid chat with you guys, and as kind of like an extension of yesterday's video. Today my thoughts are going to be all over the place. My thoughts are not in order, so excuse me if it seemed like I'm jumping from one place to the next, because that's exactly what I might be doing today. I wanted to sit down and extend yesterday's video. When I posted yesterday's video, many of you were really quick to say, no, don't do it, and you gave your reasons and why you think that I should not do it. One being that I'm in the comfort of an apartment, two, the car is much smaller than the van. All of those could be valid reasons not to do it. But I think my reasons to try it again are more valuable than not to try it again. I am at a point, and I have spoken about this so many times on my channel. If you've been around long enough, you should know this, that I'm not where I want to be, and it just frustrates me so much that I'm not where I want to be. And I don't know how else to say that. If you are a younger person and you have 25, 30 years to get where you want to be at retirement, you might not get how I feel. But if you're someone that is in my age range, in my generation, then I think you get it. I think you get how I feel right now. And it's a feeling that's not going to go away until I do something about it. And I don't know how else to make this clear. It's very easy to say, stay in the apartment, whatever, but I think, and I honestly believe that I cannot get and will not get where I want to be by spending this type of money for this apartment. I believe that I have to make a change, and sometimes, necessity is not about if I lose my job. Necessity is not about if my hours are cut and I'm not making the money. The truth of the world is, the truth of everything in the state of the world is, my money is not going to change, Even if I get a 50-cent raise here, a 50-cent raise there, my money is not going to change. And if I continue to stay in the situation that I'm in, that means that I'm going to always continue to feel the way that I feel, and I don't want that. I don't want to continue to feel that way. Some of you said that, look for a studio apartment. Studio apartments prices are probably not going to be much different than a one-bedroom in the Jersey area or the part of PA that I live in. And if they are more inexpensive than what I have, it's probably going to be in an apartment complex or an area that I don't want to be in, I'm not going to live in some area that is not suitable, or I feel that's not suitable for me to live in. I never lived in that area, that type of area my entire life, and I have no intentions on living in an area that I'm not happy with now. Now, I think, so let me put things in a financial perspective from you. Once again, my thoughts are all over the place, so I'm going to be jumping all over the place. Let me put things in a more financial perspective for you guys. Right now, my current monthly expenses are about $2,000, 19 something, close to $2,000. If I was to move back into my car, my expenses would go from $2,000 to $697. Now that's only including my major bills. I do have a few smaller bills that I rarely include when I'm figuring out my finances or whatever. But for my major bills, I would go from $2,000 to $697. That is a change, a difference that I can really move forward with, I feel as though I'm 54 years old right now, and I feel as though I have a good 10 years to try to get where I want to be, you know. It's just the weirdest feeling to be my age right now and be in the situation that I am in, and and I want to get out of the situation. And if you understand how I feel, you I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know how else or what else to say about it. It's just that I personally just don't feel like I am where I want to be. And yes, being in this apartment for the rest of my life or whatever, it's not going to get me there. It's not going to get me there. Being able to save, even though at one point someone said, I think it was Dylan, saying that being able to save $300 a month is great. It's a lot of money for some people. It's not enough for me. It's not enough for me. I want to forge ahead with savings. I do. I really do. And I just, wow. I don't know. I mean, I do know. And most of the time when I post a video like yesterday, I've already thought it through. I've already, as someone said, strategized and, before I even bring it to your attention, and I have thought it through, and look at it this way. For those of you who think that, oh no, don't do it. Look at it this way. Worst case scenario is this. If I give it another shot and I, for some reason, cannot hack it once again, what would I do? I would just get into another apartment and just have to deal with what I'm feeling. But I also want you guys to look at it this way as well. It's not a forever thing. I mean, I wouldn't do it forever. I guess my plan, or what I have been thinking, one of my plans because I got like so many different plans in my head, it's not funny, but one of my plans would be to try the car life, because I have a car now, a SUV, give that another shot, Hopefully I can hang in there for at least 6 months to a year, and then I should be able at that point to purchase a trailer to put on the back. See, some of you guys, you don't think of the bigger picture when you responded to that video, So I guess this video is sort of like to clarify some things and give you guys a little more depth in what I'm actually thinking. And that's what I'm actually thinking. I'm thinking that if I give the car life another shot, that hopefully I can hang in there for at least a year, and then I'll be able to buy a trailer to put on the back of the SUV. And I think that's an amazing plan, but I want to be able to do that sooner rather than later. And even as far as buying a trailer to put on the back of it, that's going to take some time to save money. I won't be able to save that kind of money in a year to buy a trailer. I mean, looking at the trailers when I went to several RV shows in the past, they are running at least $15,000 to $20,000, just for a decent trailer to put on the back of it. So that's the plan, guys, that if I go back into the van life, I certainly can't finance a trailer because I'm financing my car now. So the only way that I'm going to be able to get a trailer in the next year or a year and a half or so is to be able to buy it straight up. So that's the plan, I think it's a good plan, even though it requires me to give car life or van life another shot. I think it's worth it. Again, worst case scenario, if it doesn't work out, I'll just have to go back into another apartment. But I feel as though I have to give it a try. I have to give it a try again. And with everything that's going on with the coronavirus, I actually don't think that the coronavirus will stop me from trying again. I don't, because I feel like I'm at risk anyway. whether I live in an apartment, whether I live in a house, whether I live in an RV, wherever I am, I feel as though we're all at risk anyway. And I quite honestly think that it would be easier for me to keep my car clean and disinfected than it would be an apartment. To be honest with you, it's a much smaller space. And then there was the concern of, my age. Aaron, I believe, said something about my age, my safety. Aaron had a whole list of why not to do it. Aaron just went to town on me. But, okay, Aaron, first, my age. I was 50 when I was in van life before. I'm 54 now, so that's not much difference. And also, Aaron, there are lots of older people in van life. There are lots of older people, much older than me, that are in van life. I've never had a problem with safety when I was in van life, and I don't intend on having a problem now if I was to go back into van life. So I'm not concerned about things. I always look at van life as, when people talk about van life and say what not to do, what to do, I always think of it as, if it's not a problem, it's not a problem until it becomes a problem. You can watch so many van dwelling videos and they'll tell you this, that, and the other. And I say just go out there and do it. And if you come across a problem, deal with it then. So I've never had any problems when I van life. I actually thought that I did it very well. I had an excellent place to stay in Baltimore, and it wasn't a problem for me. The van itself could have been bigger, yeah, whatever, but you have to deal with what you have. I honestly believe that I can do it in this vehicle that I have now. I don't think that as far as the space, I don't think that that's an issue with me. Yes, it's smaller space in terms of what I can put in this particular car that I have, but all that means is that that's less shit that I need to have with me. As long as I can get my clothes in there and some personal things in there, I'm good to go. Now, I do have a concern, or not a concern, about the candle business, my candles. I don't know or have not worked that situation out yet. More than likely, if I go back into the car, I would just stop the candle business altogether, and because there's no way that I will be able to conduct that, and because I wouldn't have any place to store the candles or make the candles. Candles are very sensitive. They have to be in a certain temperature, a certain lighting, in order for them to last a long time and not fade out and all of that stuff. So putting them in a storage unit, if the storage unit is not temperature controlled, because they said that the last time I rented a storage unit that it was temperature controlled and it was cold as hell in there, so it's kind of crazy. So more than likely I would just stop the candle business for now and have some kind of big giveaway to get rid of the ones that I have so that I won't have to throw them away. But yeah, I think I covered everything that I wanted to talk about today. I hope that this video, for those of you who were quick to say, no, don't do it, I hope this video gives you a better perspective of why I'm actually thinking about doing it again. Just know that whatever I decide, that I will be okay, but I will be okay better if I was able to move ahead, and I know that I'm going to be in a better place in 10 years. So with that being said, I think that's it. I'm quite sure once I end the video, I would probably say, oh my gosh, I forgot to say this. But thank you guys. Oh, and as far as my little list that I did at the end of the video, I knew that I was going to forget someone. I went back and I looked at 12 to 15 videos, the comment sections of all of those videos, to try to include everyone that I was familiar with and I thought had been around for a while. I knew that I was going to forget a couple of people. I do have 4 more names written down that I am going to go back and add those names to the list. I do apologize if I forgot you. It was not intentional. It was just a lot of names. It was a lot of names. So excuse me. So I will go back and add you on. It may take a day or two or whatever, because I don't know if I have to actually do the whole process over, because the video is actually made. So I may have to go back and redo the whole process and write all the names down again, which I don't mind, but it may not be like right away. So do know that your name is coming. All right, guys. As always, thank you guys so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate you guys. You know that. And I'll see you guys the next time.